Okay guys, we'll look at the last war against QTR. Quite terrible raids, I think that stands for. They weren't up to much. You see by the numbers of raids they used, they gave up. We took a decent start and we didn't miss much, so they were, to be fair, they were pretty shit. So we'll have a look at some raids and see how we got on. We'll have a look at White Wolf's raid on the number 19. So we're taking out one of the air defense with 2 lightning and a quake, and coming in with the Barb King to take out a few of the outlying buildings that would delay or sort of allow dragons to wander off. So we're just making the attack sort of line, if you will, a bit tighter than it would have been. So Barb King's done his job. Coming in with some balloons at the back. They're going to work their way fairly sharpish into the middle. And there we go. That dragon in the CC's gone down pretty quick. There's no air defense now, apart from the the arch tower and the Teslas. So it's going to go down pretty quick. Okay, I'll have a look at Kaz's raid on there, number 17. She's just crying out for witches, this base, you know, there's nothing stopping working their way all the way around the base. So I'm going to do the 2 poison on the dragon. To be fair, this QTR lot, they pretty undisciplined, really, certainly with filling the clan castles. I mean, one of the things that we put in place is that we don't partially fill any clan castles. So if you've got 30 or 35 spaces in your clan castle, do not just drop a dragon in and wait for somebody else to put balloons in, because it's really obvious that you've got a dragon in there, because it's just 20 spaces full. You know, if you go into the opposition's base, click on the clan castle and click on the info button, it tells you how many spaces have been filled. So if you can see that there's 20 spaces filled, it's a pretty damn safe bet there's going to be a dragon in there. And I looked through most of the bases, and pretty much the majority of them had like 20 or 26 spaces filled. So, you know, the majority had dragons in. So it was pretty easy to work out. We could take a couple of quakes and take those out. Sorry, a couple of poison and take those out of the equation. So we've gone in with a quake, opened up the base from the bottom, and from there we can pretty much get anywhere. So let's just speed through this a little bit. Still got the ability in the Archer Queen. She's just proceeding around the outside unmolested. No, go around the outside, dear. You know. There we go, good stuff. Okay, we'll have a look at G Halo's raid on the number 16. Slight bit of overkill on this one, taking 7 golems on the Town Hall 9 base, but there we go. Let's have a look at it anyway. So, if I recall on this one, the 2 poison spells go down pretty quick, one after another, and this only just gets rid of the dragon there. If you see, that spell's just going to wear off just as the dragon is dying. So for me, you want to leave a bit more time between those spells. You've plenty of time to do the raid. As you can see, it's only sort of around about 2 minutes, and you get 3.5 minutes. So put a poison spell on the dragon and let the thing completely go. Then you get your full damage out of it, and then drop your next one. Plenty of time. Just plodding through the base. Let's go through a bit faster. There we go. Okay, we'll have a look at JH's raid in number 15. I can't really believe this base actually makes people struggle, but the guy's got it for a reason, I suppose. So he's going in with his Gauler Loon, so we're coming at this side. You know, we can get to this air defence pretty easily, and this one we just need to get access over here. We can take that out and take the Arch Queen out. So making sure of that one with a heal spell, slowing things down with the poison. So the dragon's going to go down pretty quick now. There we go. So looks like he's going to wait till he just gets the, or tries to get the X-Bow down. I'm going to finish up on the town hall. Very nice. Okay, we'll have a look at Clay's raid number 10. I think there's a couple of these bases, and they're quite a common base in war, but we seem to have come across this strategy against them. So you're going to quake this area, which does damage to the town hall as well. So yeah, the 3 jumps around the outside. We're going to get access into these compartments as well, just to get a few troops in there to get the extra sort of percentage damage. And you know, the troops that are coming in from this side are pretty much going to go straight into the town hall sort of area. So this approach works equally well against. Oh, lost a lot of whizzes there. It works equally well against Town Hall 11 as well. You just got to be a bit careful. Getting your timing right, especially if they've got one single Inferno, that can screw things up a little bit. But, yeah, so we're going to get the town hall down now, and that's it's going to be 2 stars. There we go. And then still got the ability in the Archer Queen, so speed through this, going to get some decent damage. There you go, 81%, good job. Okay, we'll have a Punish raid number 8, which is pretty much the same base as that one. Just with the addition of this strip of wall here and a small bit there, but as you're going to see, that's not going to have any bearing, because that's going to mostly disappear. There we go, so that wall may as well not be there. For me, I'd have waited with the Barb King there. I mean, you know, the defending Barb King was still there. That could have, you know, if your Barb King went towards the defending Barb King, you know, it could have taken a few swipes off him, done some damage. Whereas if you drop the Archer Queen, she'll target him and take him out, and then you can send in the your own Barb King. But not to worry, we're going to get the 2 stars safely enough. There we go. A few clean-up troops. Okay, good stuff. Okay, we'll have a look at Jackson's raid and their number 7. So he's managed to get the clan castle out. He's going to do the double poison on that. A couple of ways of attacking this base. Whereas you're going to see Jackson's going in with 4 jumps. Going to stick another one in the middle and then one over the town hall sort of compartment wall there. The trouble with that is there's you see it so many times. You know, your heroes get to this sort of area and then go sideways. So let's have a look at another option on that in the next video. In the next base we're going to look at, but going in with Mass Witch. Asking for trouble with these single infernos. There's no way they can keep up with all those witches. So you see the heroes have gone around the outside. So if you were going in with troops like, I don't know, golems and whizzes and stuff, you pretty much guarantee the same thing is going to happen with your heroes. It's only because we've got witches that they've just sort of moved forward in a line that's made the difference on this one. But there we go, we're just getting to the 50% now. So pop the ability in the Archer Queen, and there we go. So like I say, I think there's quite a common base, but common because it can be tricky. So we'll have a look at the pretty much the same base, the raid that I did in the number 4. Pretty much the same. So I'm going in from the corner. Now we've done the quake to get rid of as well, not so much as many walls as possible. We need to get that sort of opening created, but also wanted to do some damage to the town hall, the Eagle Artillery, the single Inferno, and probably the Expo as well. So we're damaging everything in that area and taking out these walls. So I think generally you can get down to about 50% with the damage with those quakes. So you'll just see, there's quite a chunk, maybe 40% damage gone there then. And so we're going to have the usual 6 columns, 2 in each jump, and then the heroes in the middle, just holding on to the Barb King just a little bit longer until these buildings get out the way, and then we can get try and get the golems to go in front of the Barb King so that we don't get the single targeting Inferno hitting that Barb King early on, because you can see at this point here there's no defences just round there, so the golems we kind of get to this air defence and kind of stall. So what could happen is the Barb King could overtake the golems, and he's going to get tagged by that Inferno first. But as it happens, he's going to take that down, and then he's, you know, the golems are going to overtake him because they're going to these buildings over here. So there we go. So we've got the rage in just before the town hall compartment. Ability of the Grand Warden, and there's nothing now that can reach these guys over here now. So it's the 2 stars done. Okay. Just wanted to mention something on the number 5 base. I hit this base, and it's the same as the number 1 base. Now, I've seen a replay on this one. I think Walter White attacked this one a bit earlier on, and I saw obviously there was a giant bomb next to the town hall. Now, your whizzes, the way that I was attacking this, the whizzes were always going to get near to the town hall. So, just on this one, generally I only show one replay of each person, but just on this one, I just want to point out something. Just 1 second. So we've got a giant bomb round about this area here, and the you know, when the whizzes are going to get near that, I just saved the ability of the Grand Warden, and just pop that just when you'll just see round about here that the giant bomb is about to appear, and obviously you've got a second or so after that it's going to go bang, if you will. So all these whizzes round here were in danger of getting wiped out there, and I wanted to get the town hall down pretty sharpish there. So you'll see the ability on the Grand Warden will just protect those whizzes. So you just see the bombs just appeared there, and then just pop the ability on the Warden just to look after those whizzes while that goes bang. So, you know, if you got a suspicion that there's a giant bomb, although there is there now, you know, that's taken out a few whizzes, but I got the town hall down. That was the target. So if you suspect a giant bomb that's going to cause you some problems, you know, you may want to save the ability on the Grand Warden if you can, to just kind of look after them while they're in that sort of area. Ben's raiding number 3. So I've opened up a great chunk of base there with that, and with the jumps, you know, pretty much this whole base is, as far as the troops are concerned, this whole base hasn't got any walls now. There you go. So that town hall and all that's within its compartment is going to go pretty quick now. We've got all the troops fairly handy. There we go. There's your 50% second star. Could have been a tricky base that, but dealt with pretty well there. Opened up all the base, and then we got access to everything. Still got the ability in the Arch Queen. She's not been touched yet. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, last one I'm going to look at is Eddie's raid in number 1, which was pretty much the same as the number 5 base. It's important to note on this one, there's no buildings on the outside, so it doesn't really matter where you put your troops round, as long as they go around this area and kind of balanced, half one side, half the other side. They're all going to get to sort of this point and this point. They can't go anywhere else. And you're going to get, obviously, your whizzes. Your whizzes are going to take down this building fairly quick, the elixir pump, and the same with the mine there. So it's going to kind of force troops straight into the middle anyway. It doesn't matter where you stick your troops around that area. It's kind of a certainty. There we go. So those outside buildings are gone now, so they're just going to come straight into the base. So you'll just see that same bomb that we just spoke around about. It's going to, do a bit of damage to a few whizzes around here. Not so many, but perhaps, I don't know, 4 or 5. So it may be an option just to hold the warden ability. Getting his warden ranked up pretty fast is our Eddie. Nearly maxed it. There we go. Good stuff. So, like I say, guys, pretty disappointing really from the other side. It's nice to win convincingly, but when they don't even try, it's a bit disappointing, and it kind of takes a bit of the fun out of the winning of the war. So anyway, not to worry. So well done, and we shall catch you on the next one.